All right, action, folks. Here we are again, back live from the garage. Another edition of the Andrew Don't Know Football Fantasy Extravaganza. Yours truly, Tim Mahoney, T. Business. Yeah, things are going well. A little bit of rain. I think we needed it. We're edging here towards the end of October, which means we're really middling and starting to get towards our playoff push here in ADKF. So, just, a few notes to how we finished up the week. I'm going to be glancing at scores per usual. I'll try not to have the screensaver bust me out this time, but as we expected, the Dax finished me off in massive spread to taking care of the chickens. There he was on his way to victory against a screw in the corn, so that shaped up just as we expected. Apologies now, I did mention in the quick cap from last week that the worst game or shittiest game of the week was Pochita's Heart and the Fighting Flapjacks. Luke, I do owe you an apology. You just put up 137.4 points, would have beat me this week, as well as a number of other squads out that way. And I'm going to get into a little bit about points for and points against later in this edition, but just wanted to put that out there. I do respect your passion for Dynasty, Luke. I'd put it up against anyone else's. One of the biggest kicks in the dick in this general manager in the Dynasty League is have one of those top scoring teams and just not lucking out in points against. So them's the breaks, folks, and that's just the nature of the ADKF Football League. Gong ended up beating Companionship, which I believe we expected, but it was a tight game, 80-75, with some change there. So, that's about all we got from the recap. So now let's look ahead as we're entering week 8, and the games had started last night with, I can't believe the missed face mask in the end zone for the safety to essentially conclude the game. I don't believe that the Vikings would have drove the field, but would have been more points for Cody's squad, that's for sure. And looking where things stand now on early numbers, we have BC 33.7, so we had Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson putting up, a good collection of points there, and he's off to a good start. Cooper Kupp made his return and gave the Cluckers 13.6. Just a few notes. So, Wydra, I'm on Cobra insurance right now. I think I might have torn my meniscus. If I go into November and it turns into a bigger issue, any aspect of you doing pro bono work, I'd love to fly out to Colorado. I could do some babysitting, some cooking. If you give me a quick scope, I'd appreciate it. Sorry for the sidebar, guys. Let's get back to the notes. Joseph, the Canadians, just nice fella. I respect the shit out of this kid. He respects the league and the rules, and you're just a nice son of a gun. Hope you fly in sometime soon over the holidays so we can all get after it once more. Anyone see Baker Mayfield popping his in on the sidelines? He's one of us. If I had my props in, I'd be doing that right now. One thing, too, I had to note, message boards are just a thing of the past here in fantasy leagues, really across the board that I've been a part of. I don't know if it's just email chains have taken over and texts and whatnot, but back in the day, man, boards were sacred. We had a fantasy baseball league that got 3,000 posts, and we threw a party in its honor for getting to that milestone achievement. I'll never forget it. I think I finished last in the league, but it was one of my favorite years and seasons I've ever had as a fantasy owner. So not that we need the message boards. I'm just putting it out there. And ESPN even kind of buried it, in their menu and what have you. But what are you going to do? NFL news of the week. We have a couple of trades. DeAndre Hopkins on keeper alert, yours truly over here. He's on the Chiefs now. I don't know how much that's really going to pay out for me, given that they spread the ball out quite a bit. So whatever. That said, I also, and I hate to keep talking about myself, I'm trying not to do this, but Justin Herbert was out there on the waiver wire. Cody, I know he was like one of your guys. I don't know if you traded him or what, but does he have a significant long-term injury? I know he's banged up. It was just a little bit shocking to see a quarterback of that caliber in a dynasty league nonetheless, just sitting out there. I saw a few of you folks, Frank, I think you tried to get him. Sully had made another move, so then it fell to me. Anybody wants to trade for Justin Herbert, I'm all ears. So let's take a look here at the upcoming Week 8 matchups. We got massive spread taking on yours truly, keeper alert. Should be a good game. Projected Skinner's favored by 7 points there. There he is, and the Canadian Chickens off to a good start, 33.7 to 13.6. A projected finish, 133.4 to 129.3. Another dicey game, screwing the corns of Pochita's Heart. Same deal. And the big swinging Dax, he'll probably take care of hits from the Gong. So, Gong isn't quite rising there. And then, the lower tier of the league, I'd say, is that Fighting Flapjacks and Companionship rounding out with projections of 111 and 102. So we'll see how the week shakes out. That's really all I have that I could think of But yeah, no, we're going to take some callers here, so might as well just get to it. Let's take that voicemail.
Hi, Timbo. First time caller, love program. As you don't know football, I wonder, can you put the results on the screen, please? I'm a visual learner. Go Rising. I'll hang up and listen.
First and foremost, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. I can't say that enough. Jay, it sounds like you got some fans out there. But yeah, do I mind posting the scores? I don't mind at all. But I will say I'm doing this pro bono, so feel free to kick over some sponsorship dollars. But hey, continue to listen. We're going to drive up those subscriptions, and maybe we'll get some better editing and post production work and ADKF Extravaganza moving forward. Hey guys, that's all I have for today. Keep calling in, and we will see y'all mid next week for the quick cap. Until next time, folks.